All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a pretty incredible health secret. And the best part? It's probably hiding in plain sight, right there in your kitchen cabinet. It's super simple, it's ancient, and it is packed with benefits you probably never saw coming. So let's just start with a question. What if one of the most common spices you have, something you might toss into a pie or a stew, could actually be a key to things like better digestion, a stronger immune system, and even healthier teeth? I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, but the history and the science here are absolutely fascinating. And this is not some new wellness trend. Just to put its value into perspective, Dr. Eric Berg points out that this spice was, at one point, literally worth more than its weight in gold. I mean, we're talking about something that's been used in Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. It was even used during the Black Plague because people believed in its protective powers. So what is this little powerhouse? It's cloves. Yep, those tiny dried flower buds. They are so much more than just a flavor enhancer. They're a super concentrated source of really potent compounds. And today, we're going to focus on the absolute easiest way to unlock all that goodness, by making clove water. Okay, so what's the secret sauce here? What is it that makes cloves so incredibly effective? Well, the answer really comes down to one primary active compound, a real scientific powerhouse called eugenol. Eugenol is the absolute star of the show. It makes up a huge chunk of cloves essential oil, and it's the source of pretty much all of its amazing health benefits, from that distinct smell we all know to its really profound effects on our bodies. And this stuff, eugenol, is incredibly versatile. I mean, look at this list. It's a potent antioxidant, which means it fights off damage to our cells. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory, so it can soothe aches and pains. It's a natural anesthetic, a pain reliever, which is why it's so famous for toothaches. And on top of all that, it's a broad-spectrum antimicrobial, meaning it can fight off nasty bacteria, viruses, and fungi. So, with a compound that does all of that, you can probably imagine the benefits are pretty wide-ranging. Let's dig into the real, head-to-toe health advantages. And we'll start with an area that, let's be honest, a lot of us struggle with. For centuries, seriously, for centuries, cloves have been the #1 go-to home remedy for anything dental-related, and for very good reason. You can almost think of it like having a tiny natural dentist right there in your pantry. So here's what's actually going on inside your mouth. That eugenol we were just talking about, it acts like a natural anesthetic, so it literally numbs tooth and gum pain. Its anti-inflammatory sidekicks kick in to reduce swelling, and its antibacterial power goes to war against the very microbes that cause bad breath, cavities, and all that plaque. You can even just gargle with cooled clove water for a super powerful, all-natural mouthwash. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't just folklore. There was a study published in the Journal of Dentistry that put clove oil head-to-head with benzocaine, which is a common anesthetic that dentists use all the time. The results were pretty shocking. Clove oil was found to work faster, last longer, and be more effective for toothaches. Okay, so moving on from oral health, the benefits of clove water go way deeper into our core, specifically our digestive system. If you ever deal with things like bloating or gas, this is for you. So clove water helps your gut in a few different ways. First, it gets your body to secrete more digestive enzymes, which helps you break down food way more efficiently and absorb more of the good stuff, the nutrients. It also helps relax the muscles in your gastrointestinal tract, which is what gives you that relief from bloating and gas and can just help keep everything moving regularly. But it doesn't even stop with digestion. Clove water also provides amazing support for some of your body's most critical systems. It really acts like a general tonic for your long-term health. Okay, let's do a quick rundown here. For your immune system, you've got vitamin C and other minerals that help you fight off infections. For your liver, it actually stimulates enzymes that help with detoxification. It's also kind of a magician for blood sugar, helping to regulate your levels. And for your heart, eugenol helps relax blood vessels, which improves blood flow and can even help lower blood pressure. It's a true system-wide supporter. All right, so we've covered the why pretty thoroughly. Now, let's get practical. How do you actually make this stuff? Well, making your own clove water at home is incredibly simple. This is the basic, most effective recipe right here. You just take 4 or 5 whole cloves, add them to 1 cup of water. Bring it to a boil, and then immediately pop a lid on it and let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now, that cover is really important. It keeps all those valuable oils from just escaping as steam. Let it cool down, strain out the cloves, and you're good to go. For the absolute best results, try drinking it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning.
And hey, if you want to get a little more creative with it, you can totally try some variations. Like, for example, a tangy clove drink combines cloves with orange and cinnamon. Talk about extra antiviral and anti-inflammatory power. Or there's a clove cooler, which mixes in fennel and chia seeds. Amazing for digestion and fiber. There are tons of ways to make this a part of your routine.
Now, as with any natural remedy that's this potent, it is so crucial to be informed and to be responsible. So let's wrap this up with a very important word of caution.
The number one takeaway here is moderation. It's that simple. While clove water is so beneficial, more is not necessarily better. This is powerful stuff, and you really have to treat it that way.
So here's what you absolutely need to know. That same compound that gives cloves all their power, eugenol, can also slow down blood clotting. So what does that mean? It means if you have a bleeding disorder or if you're taking blood-thinning medication, it's probably best to just avoid clove water altogether. For everyone else, just enjoy it in moderation. Maybe drink it during the colder months or when you feel like you're coming down with something. That's the safest way to go.
You know, the story of cloves is just a fantastic reminder that sometimes the most powerful solutions aren't developed in a lab. They've been sitting in our pantries this whole time, just waiting for us to rediscover them. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other remedies are just hiding there in plain sight? Thanks for tuning in.